on your stream
We're live.
had a black fucking screen.
Skipped
Is
frames
that right?
detected.
Is that what it's supposed to be?
Yeah, my
Well, the
laptop's.
frames doesn't matter.
It said skips frames.
As long as it gets the fucking voice is all that matters, right?
Yeah, that's true. Even if the screen lags. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I think. Can we try your mic next time though, or yours next time? Because like honestly, I don't
I
think
could
mine
try
are
to
fucking.
set up some, I could probably try to set something up for you.
Yeah. All right. Yo, guys, welcome to the first episode of the Hockey Peepcast. It's great. It's great. We just have to tweet it out real quick, and then we'll get going. We'll reveal the list we have for 2000, and then we'll go on from
It's
that.
obviously very shocking, and you'll
Yes.
never guess who we put in there because you're stupid. Got him.
Got him. I have to open up fucking chat. Shit. I don't want to. Whatever. I don't give a shit.
Wow. That language, though.
Oh, crap.
Wow.
Crap.
Wow, this Super Bowl was the lowest scoring Super Bowl in history. Holy shit.
Really?
13-3? What even is that? That's gross, dude. Why am I still listening to fucking Wonder Woman?
We are live with our first podcast. Let's get it. Ah, fuck.
Put on some have fun drive because I'm a savage like that.
Hold on, anybody in chat. We will be interacting with you guys, which is
Hey,
cool.
Camaro.
Um, all right, there we go. I see the chat in the bottom right there, so I'm gonna be responding a little bit late, but it is there, which is nice.
Yeah, look at that.
Oh, I'm moving the
Right
chat.
there.
Fuck.
Stop moving shit.
I'm sorry. We can hear both of you. Yep, that's the goal.
You should be able to, yeah.
So, if the audio starts getting glitchy, please be sure to tell me. I don't think it will, but just in case, because my laptop's shit.
Shouldn't be too bad anyway.
So, may as well just get right into it. I mean, so for the 2000 draft, welcome by the way, Hishir. I appreciate it. You coming out.
I want to just go first since it's your Twitch channel.
I'll just release them both.
Take the honors.
So for the first one, we did. Sorry if the orientation's weird. So I went with Lundqvist in number 1, with Heatley number 2, Williams in number 3, Gabrick number 4, Cronwell number 5, and my honorable mention was I only did one for this one, which kind of it's got to be kind of shocking, but I went with Ilya Bryzgalov. For Peter, he went with Henrik Lundqvist, Marian Gaborik, Danny Heatley, Ilya Bryzgalov, Nicholas Cronwell. Yes, I
Yeah.
can.
Honorable mentions were Scott Hartnell, Justin Williams, and then Dominic Moore because I just loved him as a fourth liner. Like, he was unbelievable.
Yeah, so in general for the 2000 draft, we do have kind of the same theme.
I find it interesting that you put Williams over Gabby, though.
So that's actually something I knew
Perspective.
you were gonna mention. So I for Williams, he's like one of the only players I thought about like really hard. And so I went like he won a Stanley Cup. He came up big in the
That's true.
playoffs, and as good as Gabrick's been, I think Williams has been better for longer because Gabrick
That's
slowed
fair.
down. So
I mean, Williams,
like don't get me wrong, Gabrick's
he's
insane.
still, he has, does he have 2 or 3 cup rings?
I think he's two, but I think one actually.
'Cause I
No,
know
two because
he won with Carolina, right?
yeah,
On the
yeah, he
Kings.
has two. He has two. You're right. So that's kind of why I went with that list, and we both had Lundqvist because honestly it shouldn't be a shock for the 2000 draft as great as
Hall of Famer,
Heatley was,
100%.
Gabrick was, Williams was, Henrik Lundqvist was like honestly he there was no contest there. I think it was cool that we both put Cronwall there at number 5. I think
Yeah,
he's
we
just,
literally both had the same exact pick there.
other than like the swap like of Heatley at number 2 and your Heatley at 3, like it was pretty close. I think the top 5 other than
No,
Bryzgalov
yeah,
and
it's
Williams.
definitely, this one isn't really that much of a shock. Like,
Yeah, this one
you
was
know what I
actually
mean?
fairly easy though. Like just because
Like, even so, like, we both had each other's, like, top 5s in our honorable mentions anyway.
yeah,
So, like,
I didn't have Dominic Moore, but like
I mean, obviously, no one really is going to have Dominic Moore. I just liked him a lot as a fourth liner.
yeah, that's
Obviously,
fair.
he isn't good enough for top 5. but like I just figured I might as
That
well
would be
mention it.
so funny. All right.
Dominic Moore, number one. Hell,
All right. Let's get going to the next. So we're gonna hold on. Let me. Sorry. If when I'm changing it, I really hope it doesn't crash. Welcome to Runist. But yeah, I just have to change the 2000 to 2001 and so on. It's just gonna be very slow. Um, yeah. I mean, that 2000 draft pretty like even. Like we both pretty much went with the same exact players. Um, no doubt there. So the 2001 draft. Let me get that pasted real quick. Properties. All right. I have this like in a Word document, so it's kind of weird, but whatever. I also changed up the formatting afterwards. All right. Let's just yeet all of this.
I just used my fucking phone notes because screw it.
All right, let's just leave Dominic Moore on the screen. Nah. By the way, guys, with more time, I think the formatting and stuff will be better. I'll add stuff in the background. This is just kind of
over
like,
time it'll get better. Let's be real. It's the
Yeah,
first one.
100%.
Just deal with it.
yeah, fucking deal with it, kids. Nah, but yeah,
Just get good, lol.
get good, lol. All right, all right. So for the 2001 draft, pretty even again, actually. Let me just real quickly figure something out. I keep pressing V instead of space.
This one's pretty weird.
I forgot about Mike Smith in this one, so like I just added him to my my list. Did it pop up? Thanks for the host. I appreciate it, Tarunist. I just realized now that it's actually off the screen, so I need to fix that real quick. But that's okay. That's just peachy. Sent a link.
I don't know if it's on the stream, but for me, your voice is like pitchy, like it's glitching. But like it's just glitching. But I don't know. In the stream, it might be fine.
Like glitching, like if it's too loud, or glitching like it's just.
It's not that bad. No, it's just like it's like robot voice thing. But
okay.
Like I can understand everything still.
Okay.
I don't know if it's the same in the stream. Like it could be.
Same with Peter right now. Fuck.
Oh, so mine's fucked? Okay, whatever.
It's probably just because my laptop. Sorry about that, guys. I think I'm gonna try and start saving up for a better laptop so these streams do get better. Peter will probably start. I think it'd be a better option to have Peter stream from his laptop since it's better.
Yeah, that might work better.
Because his won't lag as much. Fuck, I'm moving the chat. I thought, okay, whatever. But for this stream, we're just gonna do it on mine because we already started it. So for the 2001 NHL entry draft, or fuck yeah, entry draft. Sorry. So a little bit. So I went with Kovalchuk, Spezza, Sharp, Koivu, and Pominville. My honorable mentions were Derek Roy, Mike Camilleri, and Mike Smith.
Derek Roy, huh?
I thought he was good when he was playing, you know?
He was pretty decent.
He just kind of
I mean,
dropped
our
off.
lists are practically the same. Just switch Sharp and Spezza and then Pominville instead of Smith.
Yeah, Peter had Kovalchuk, Sharp, Spezza, Koivu, Smith. And Smith I think deserves it too. I just thought, you know, Pominville, he was great for Buff. Yeah.
That's true. Pominville was good back in the day.
That's kind of what I think he was talking about Roy.
I mean, either way.
Both of them were like as a combination they were really
Buffalo.
good.
I mean, let's be real.
Yeah. And his honorable mentions Camilleri, you know, Tuomo Ruutu, Carlo Kolavalkovo.
Okay.
Hey,
Let me
Rufus.
explain Koliakovo. All right, he's an honorable mention not because of what he did in real
Hold on,
life.
guys, I'll be
right?
back.
How do you leave in your own podcast? How does that work? All right, I guess this gives me more time to explain my story. Okay, so basically, I picked up Koliakovo on waivers in one of my EHM saves. He played top 4 for me on the Rangers, and he led us to a cup. And that's why he's an honorable mention. Because he won the cup for me. Like, he's a fucking legend, dude.
We're back. Sorry about that,
Also,
everyone.
wait. I see that none of us mentioned it, but Ray Emery was in this draft. And I just want to mention that.
I think I might have skipped over him. No, man, he was good.
Because, you know,
ItzCanadian
he will
is
be
gone.
missed.
Shit, bro. You're basing
He will
this
be
off
missed.
EHM?
Shut up,
Peter?
Turnist. I'm basing my honorable mention, my one honorable mention off EHM. That's it. That's the only time I'm going to mention EHM.
Guys, we can't. So right as Peter, left is mine. You guys are real professional. What are you talking about, bud? Listen, I think we're actually doing pretty good for a first podcast. Um, and also I didn't base anybody off of off of a game, so no, I'm just messing with you. Pete.
That was literally the only one I based off a game.
Oh yeah, sure.
You
All right, that was 2001. Let's move on to 2002.
Well, we all
I won't take a hard. Don't worry. I know. We're not like we're taking it seriously, but kind of having fun with it. So, that's what a podcast is. Yeah. If you take it too seriously, it's gonna be fucking annoying.
No, I'm taking it really hard, Tarudas. How dare you say that to me?
I feel like when I'm changing the number at the top, like the 2000 thing, it's gonna like when I'm changing it, it's gonna crash my laptop, which is gonna suck.
I hope it doesn't.
We'll have to like restart the stream. But it's not loading right now, which is fucking just obnoxious because my laptop's heated right now.
Must go to war. I'm excited.
Fuck, bro. My laptop might be done. We must go. Oh, that's gonna be hot, dude. Honestly. It's gonna be the greatest war I've ever seen. That's elite right there. I don't make the rules. Oh, okay, there we go. 2002, come on. Come on. Don't do this, Discord. Or fucking Twitch. Fuck, bro. My laptop's so bad.
Just leave it at 2001. Fuck it.
I'm just gonna delete the source. We don't need to change the year. Fuck. It was meant to be helpful, but like, fuck, bro. I can't even close it. Jesus. Alright. Oh, nice. It's now oversized. Just like me. Alright. Fuck. There we go. It's removed. We don't need to worry about the fucking date anymore. Let's just go on to 2002, alright?
That's a struggle, dude.
Fuck, bro. That was the most obnoxious thing of my entire life. Oh my god, and now it's gonna take a year to do it for the fucking
Just
actual...
say the year. I know. I like, what's going on?
Well, it was
here?
up there in case you missed it, you know?
This is very professional, as you can all see. We are professionals. We know what we're doing.
I know what I'm doing, it's just my laptop's shit. Like, honestly. Honestly, if I had an actually good laptop, this might actually be a quality stream.
I mean, to be fair, this is supposed to be a podcast anyway, so we don't really need the visuals, right? You're supposed to just listen to us talking.
Yeah. I thought the visuals would be better, though, just for, like, this certain thing. I don't know. We don't even have to do it, really, for the next one. Your choice, Pete, though. Alright, we'll talk about that later, though. Alright, for the 2002 draft, I might forget the years, we got this. So you can go with your list first. Peter, you can talk first.
Oh, mine? Okay. Are you gonna put it up, or are you just gonna leave it like that? Okay.
It's up.
Okay. Wow, we both put Keith first, huh?
Yeah, I mean, Keith is the best player.
Literally the only difference
It might.
is between Steen and, like, Semin at 4.
Yeah.
Keith Nash Ward, Semin Bowmeister versus Keith Nash Ward.
Yeah, this is one of the most
Bowmeister.
interesting ones, because we kind of had the same kind of idea, and, you go ahead and say why you chose Semin in number 4, and I'll say why
I chose Semin because when he was on the Caps, he was incredible.
Mm-hmm.
And then he left, and, his career went to shit.
Well, I
he was good for a while.
Yeah, I heard his career went to shit just because of wrist injuries. So I mean, it's a rough fall. But I went with Steen because he's been doing it for longer now, and he's a good two-way forward. So he's got that both sides that kind of Semin didn't have. Ripio Levy doesn't want to re-sign. Oh well, just trade him for Crosby. So yeah, that's kind of why I went with Steen, and I think you're right on Semin. In my honorable mentions, I went with Kari Lehtinen, Semin, and Yuri Hudler, because
Understandable. I went with Eriksson because he was the last pick of that draft, and he still managed to make a career for himself.
Yeah, he's making money, dude.
That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, that's fair. I like that.
The fact that he was literally the last pick of that draft.
Yeah. That's unfortunate for Detroit, though. That contract is pretty rough. But you know what? He's making money.
He's still all right, you know.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
he can play
that was
top
2002? Oh, well. Well, the jump
Yes, that
from
was
2002 to 2013 was probably the biggest we'll ever see. Let's
Wait,
be
what?
honest.
Wait, why are we going to 2013?
Did I say 2013? I meant
Wait,
2003.
what just happened?
Sorry, I meant
Yes.
2003.
Okay, Jesus Christ, I got so confused there.
Sorry about that. Yeah, we're going to 2003, but the jump was huge.
2003 is good, 100%.
Like, I'm pretty sure it's considered the best draft or one of the best drafts ever, or deepest drafts.
It's gotta be one of the best drafts ever.
Hold on, my laptop's lagging. That's cool. All right, we're good. Fuck, bro. I wonder how many times I'm gonna say my laptop's lagging.
About 20 million.
Wouldn't shock me, honestly. This one's actually pretty different. Like, I think our top 10 was our top 5s were pretty close, but like where we ranked them was pretty different. So did I get the honorable mentions in there? I don't think I did. No, I didn't. Oh shit, dude, my honorable mention list is literally AIDS. I don't know if it's gonna fit on the screen, but we're gonna give it a shot. Both of ours are so long, dude. Let's just cut our lists down. Yeah, I'm just gonna cut our list down by a little bit, just because.
Just do the best you can. We can just talk about the rest of them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll just. There we go. No, come back, Tanner Glass. We need to have him at least. I want to see your explanation on a few of these guys.
Dude.
Oh, fuck me, dude. Sorry about this, guys. I know this is taking longer than I would like it as well, but you gotta set it up. The visuals probably are unneeded, but oh well. They're needed now. Okay. I actually like that you put a certain player in there. Alright, whatever, fuck it. That's good enough. Sorry for like how slow this is going, guys. It's really fucking hard.
Between Matt's laptop and him not knowing what to do, you know, just
shut up, Peter.
whatever.
Alright, so for the 2003 NHL draft, the list doesn't even fit, but so we'll just have 3 honorable mentions so it at least fits. So we both went with Patrice Bergeron at number 1. I thought that was kind of I went with him because he's great. Why did you go for him? Don't be sorry.
What?
I just feel bad, man.
Wait, what?
So we both kind of went with Patrice Bergeron at number 1.
Yeah. Very good.
The effort, anyways. I think the next one we'll still have the chat on there, but I don't think we'll do visuals. I think we'll just talk. Anyway. Because that's what most podcasts are. Number 2, it was actually kind of really different. I went with
I had Getzlaf in my honorable mentions.
Yeah.
At some point, I think.
Burns is a good defenseman, though. Getzlaf second. I mean, looking at the list, I do kind of think that it wasn't a great choice, but I don't know.
Getzlaf second is a bit much, but you know that's just my opinion. I respect it.
And then at number 3, I went with Fleury, just because of his career. I like Peters, but it's missing Getzlaf. But this is also a stream, which is a problem.
I was really debating putting in Getzlaf, but overall, I feel like Stahl had a better career.
I mean, technically, every podcast is a stream. It's just called a podcast. Like, to be honest. I don't know, though. I mean, if you could find I don't know, if you can, like, stream direct, like, if you can do a podcast directly to, like, fucking SoundCloud or anything, but I think it's cool that we also
you can post the audio to it. I know that.
I think I'm gonna do that, but
I don't know.
Like,
contact them.
I don't know where we would do the podcast directly. That's the thing. So that's why I thought just live stream it and then yeah. But other than that, I mean, I'm just gonna read out who we both had in our honorable mentions because like it's a long list. Mine, I had Vanek, Carter, Jeff Carter, Brent Seabrook, Zach Parise, Brent Burns, Ryan Kessler, Mike Richards, Corey Perry, Shea Weber, Joe Pavelski, and Dustin Byfuglien. You had Zach Parise, Brent Seabrook, Corey Perry, Brian Boyle, Kevin Klein, Daniel Carcillo, and Tanner Glass. Now, I believe you had a few others.
I also had Getzlaf, Pavelski, Suter, Bufflin, and Crawford as all players I considered putting at number 5.
Yeah, I just
that number 5 was the hardest choice I've ever had to make in my life. I just want to make that entirely.
This was definitely like between that and 2015. This was definitely the hardest. Jeff Carter, I think I may have in my top 5. Carter's actually probably one of the most consistent. I think I like the visual, which is why I'm trying to defend keeping it. Wait, Like the visual of this podcast or something else? I might be lost. All right, so that's 2003. I do like the thing as well. It's just a little bit slower and like not many podcasts have visuals. And podcasts are kind of thought like I believe the concept of a podcast is more talking and people able to listen without having to watch. I believe.
Should I explain a couple of my honorable mention?
Yeah, it offers more to as it's a stream. Yeah. Whatever.
All right, I had Kevin Kline in there because the dude was an absolute warrior. And I remember he was playing against the fucking Penguins of all teams. I forget who it was, but someone high-sticked him, and it literally took off a part of his ear.
Oh,
like, I'm not even kidding. It literally took off like half of his ear. Like, it was insane. He got it reattached, went back out on the ice, and scored the OT winner.
Oh, Jesus.
Like, that is a fucking warrior, dude.
Yeah, that's pretty insane.
And Carcillo, because of, all he's doing for, like, their health and everything right now. Because, good guy.
It's calling people
Tanner Glass.
Love it.
Do I even have to say more about Tanner Glass?
Yes.
Like, he's a fucking legend, dude. Are you kidding me?
The guy plays hard, and I think that's why I think
he works hard. He does. He works really hard. I remember he scored his first goal in like I don't know. I think it was like 78 games or something at one point, and like you could just see how fucking happy he was to get that goal.
Yeah.
Like,
by the way, guys,
I don't know.
I just added to the top left the viewer count. Only so I could see it. Like you guys don't really have to worry about that. But yeah, no, I agree with you, Tanner Glass. Honestly, it seems like the gritty guys, like some of the physical guys, are some of the hardest working guys in the league, which is
true.
Which is interesting.
I mean, that's genuinely true. Like if you're skilled, you probably don't have to work as hard to make it into the NHL.
Yeah, like there's been a lot of guys who were probably very skillful and just didn't work as hard, right? Like if Tanner Glass was, I don't know, had Connor McDavid's skill and his own worth ethic, he would be it would be insane. Yeah. All right, on to 2004. His work ethic
is one of the best I've ever seen.
He's insane.
Like it's incredible. He really fought to stay in the NHL. Like it was.
All right, on to 2004. No, 2004. Sorry.
Gee, I wonder who number 1 and 2 will be of 2004.
Pekka Rinne and Blake
It's Wheeler. A real shocker, dude. I have no idea.
Like most of them so far, our lists are extremely close to each other's. Like, just like a tiny little change from an opinion for both of us, which I actually really like. I think it would be boring if we had the exact same list. So, let me get that out real quick. But I agree with you, Turnus. I see what you're saying. Like, it's less of a podcast. With the
it's more of just a stream of us talking about shit. Yeah. Especially because they're talking to Czechs most,
I just thought that would be fun. But yeah,
I like it.
I mean, we could keep doing this and just call it a podcast if you want, but like, we don't have to.
It's basically not. Let's be real. But I don't know.
Well, cool. What else would we call it? Because
if we managed to put it on like Spotify or something, like, hell yeah.
Hells yeah.
Makes it unique, yeah. Because like most podcasts, you're not gonna have the fucking interactions between people and stuff. But
interestingly enough, I was watching a podcast earlier, and it was a Fitz podcast, but he had like video. He had a face cam on, and that's not really what like.
Right, like you could see his face and shit. Yeah. But he was still just talking. It was still just
It's a mixed podcast and stream. Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
So like I don't know.
Maybe I'll making good YouTube content.
Yeah.
Because if you want to look at it, you can, and then if you don't, then just have it on in the background and listen to it.
Yeah. Which I don't know. Maybe I'll put a poll out and see what you guys think on Twitter, just in general, what your guys' opinion is. But 2004, there you go. So, obviously, I mean, top 4, the exact same pod stream. That's what we'll call it. The top 4 is the exact same, which I thought was very interesting.
Gee, who would have thought? I mean, I was debating Rinne and Wheeler. Like, I was debating which one to put first. But
I don't know. Rinne, I mean, Wheeler's great and all, but like, Rene, I don't know. It feels more
I
right
don't
to
know.
put him. Matt, good with Edler.
I don't know, I mean, like Wheeler's passing ability is just insane.
Yeah,
Like if you
Wheeler's
really watch him
honestly a
play,
top 10,
it's
top 5.
insane. Like if you like literally if you look at any like interview with any like Winnipeg players, they'll all be like, "Yeah, Blake Wheeler is genuinely one of the best passers I've ever
Hmm.
played with in my life."
He's honestly so good. But the fifth one, interesting. I like the interesting little change we had. You went with Radulov and I went with Krejci. So what's
Respect it.
why Radulov?
I mean, I went with Radulov just because like he has the skill set.
Yeah,
Pretty much it. I mean, he's doing really well now.
yeah, you're
I
right.
mean, he hasn't had like a super long career or anything because he's in the KHL and whatever, but he's still
Mhm.
a very good hockey player.
I'm honestly not gonna lie. I forgot about Radulov. Um, but I wasn't gonna
It
put
was,
him in
I
my
think it
top
was a
five.
fairly late pick.
He was in
Or
the
not
first
like
round.
one of the top ones.
He was in the first
He
round.
wasn't like high up there though.
I think he was mid. But
Like he's, it's understandable that you could miss him.
yeah, and the reason
Because
like
I literally looked through the entire draft to get these picks. Like I made sure I didn't really miss him.
I think I went a little bit quicker. But I didn't go with Radulov because one, I forgot him, but I don't think I would have put him in the top 5 anyway. Just because
Fair
his
enough.
career's been short. He kind of went with the KHL path over the NHL path. Like he's super
That's
skilled,
true.
but you look at what Krejci has done, right? He's won a Stanley Cup. He's
I mean, yeah,
he's a solid two-way forward, and he's slowing down now, obviously. But like
yeah, that
he's been
sounds
a good
about right.
60-point
Sure
guy in
is.
his career. So I forgot about Corey Schneider as well.
I mean, understandable. I put like, what the fuck happened to Corey Schneider? Like, he used to be like a dominant goaltender in
Dude,
the
he
league,
just
and now
shot the
he's
bed the
just
past
putting
2
up a
years.
.868 in the fucking AHL. Like,
Yeah, man, it's unexplainable. I like that we both had Devin Dubnyk. I think he's definitely
I
turned his
mean,
career around.
the way that he's went around everywhere and still managed to give himself a fighting
Mhm.
chance at the NHL is crazy.
I love that he struggled in these like in these bad teams with like Arizona, Edmonton. I think there
I
might have
mean, you
been one
can't
more.
even say that the Wild are necessarily a great team either.
Yeah, that's true, but like he's definitely turned his
Occasionally,
career
he'll
around.
put up like a 5 spot or something, which is like rough, but like he still has decent.
I think it helps that they have Ryan Suter, because
Well, yeah, that too.
Ryan Suter is one of
Suter's
the best.
incredible.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, and I went with Edler because you got to represent your hometown player, you know.
Fair enough. Yeah,
And I mean, he may not have
that's
been
understandable.
he may not have been the greatest from the draft, but I thought he's had himself a pretty solid career. You know?
No, I mean, like if I'm allowed to put players like fucking Tanner Glass, you're definitely allowed to put people like Alex Edler. Like,
Yeah. All right, let's go to the Crosby draft. Um.
gee, I wonder who's number one in this draft.
Uh.
It's not like you just mentioned him or anything.
Dude,
God, spoilers, man.
I'm kind of
Piece
tempted.
of shit.
So this is gonna be one of those drafts that we can't fit every single honorable mention in. Edler deserves it too.
Wild are
And
definitely
Dumba
better
has
than
been
the other
lost.
teams.
Yeah, Dumba's definitely improved himself. I like Dumba.
Dumba's a huge loss for the Wild.
Why? Oh yeah,
Did
the
we talk
injury.
about that?
I forgot that
Like,
he got
holy
injured.
shit. Like, he's huge for them.
Yeah, he's like honestly Benoit Pouliot.
Benoit Pouliot. Dude, Benoit Pouliot and Derek Brassard are one of the best combos you will ever see. Like, they were actually good together. And I don't understand why.
Fuck me. And Brodina's
Brodin
solid
is pretty
two-way.
solid.
Yeah, Brodina's definitely.
I don't know, Wild fans have started complaining about him as of late, though.
I
Which is
noticed
interesting.
people have been complaining about Koivu. Like I saw that like Koivu has
Okay,
been
yeah,
something.
but that one's just bullshit. Like, he's literally been in the Selkie voting, like, the last, like, 2 or 3 years. Like, he's been in the fucking, like, contention. Like, what? Why
He's
are
been
you
one of my
complaining
favorite
about him?
players. He's been so good, and their own fan base is gonna like. He's so good defensively. And he can put up solid point totals, especially at his age.
Dude, he's good, dude. Like,
Yeah,
I don't know. Wild fans just don't love him for whatever reason.
yeah, like and the fact that he's their captain and he's played his entire career there is kind of disrespectful,
He's captain
honestly.
over Suter. Wait, is he captain?
Yeah, he is. Unless they took it
No.
away.
You would think Suter would be the captain, but
I got first in Pacific in year 3. Elite, dude.
Legend.
All right. 2005.
Gee, who's number 1?
Not all of the honorable mentions could go through, but obviously we went with Crosby. A little bit of a difference there is I went with Kopitar over Price, and he went with Price over Kopitar. He was with 49 goals, 49 assists.
And then we swapped Quick and Letang too.
Yeah.
But we had literally the same top 5.
Yeah, we have the same top 5 except for just 2 swap outs, pretty much. So I went with Kopitar over Price just because, I don't know, he's played for a pretty stacked team, so I guess that doesn't really help my argument, but I think he's definitely one of the best 2A forwards, and last year he played great, and this year his team's just trash, so, but I mean, Price is just insane.
I mean, even though we killed Price, he's still a good goalie.
Dude, Price is honestly probably still the best goalie in the league. I think he's just struggled with injuries and stuff.
I mean, he's been playing really well lately.
Yeah, I think he's definitely found his game again. Cause
he's finding his game again. He was struggling for a bit there, but he's finding it again.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, so you can see we have 3 honorable mentions here. I'd do Crosby, Kopitar, Price, Letang, Quick. Yeah, I'm looking at it, and I should have actually put Letang over Quick, but whatever. But other than the top 3 of our honorable mentions, I had Vlasic, Yandel, Hornqvist, and Rask.
Yeah,
and he had Rask, Bishop, Strawman, and Hornqvist. So our lists are very similar a lot of the time. So, that's actually pretty interesting.
I mean, Strawman's just impressive considering I literally, he was awful for the Rangers, and now he's actually good for Tampa, which kind of makes me fucking mad. But,
Do you know what I just fucked up?
What?
I just realized that I could have just been recording this the entire time. So
are you not recording?
No, it's gonna be a video.
Either way, we can just take the VOD.
Yeah, but I think it would have been higher quality.
If we have to, we can just cut some things out.
Yeah, Quick was insane when LA won the cup. Quick has been insane at times, but injuries these recently have just screwed him over.
Yeah, it's literally just his injuries.
Yeah, but
Quick he's
been a top 5 goalie, I feel like, for a long time.
People really sleep on Quick because of his injury problems recently, but
yeah,
they're definitely.
All right, 2006, an interesting one in my opinion.
Did I miss Goodstall, by the way? Before his eye injury, he was good. And now it's just shit. So it's just unfortunate.
It's just a $5 million contract. It's basically Jonathan Ericsson at this point.
He's at like 5.7 or something for the next 3 years or some shit like that. It's crazy.
Yeah, that is pretty crazy.
Honestly, when it was signed, he was worth it. Genuinely. But now he's just. Ugh.
Now he's just. Ugh. That was honestly the greatest reaction I've ever heard. So yeah, I mean, I'll definitely put out a poll just so you guys can get your opinion in on whether or not you guys want the visuals. Because I think it's fun, especially if you want it to be a video. But if you want it to just be a podcast, then if you want to just listen to it, that's cool.
It's just Taves here, yeah. That's true, Trunist.
This is Taves here. People sleep on so many players. Yeah, that's true. But it's kind of understandable.
Yeah, this is 26. This is 2006.
Remember when Eric Johnson was drafted first overall by St. Louis?
The thing is, a lot of people also haven't been following the NHL for, all that long. Mm-hmm. I only started following 2014. Well, 13, 14. But yeah.
That's okay, Peter. We forgive you. All right, I think I moved to chat again. Don't worry, guys. All right, so
Shucks, man.
I spelled Brad Marchand's name wrong in yours. That's okay. That's okay.
Oh no, Braid Marchand, dude.
It's his twin brother.
It's okay. Dude. He doesn't deserve respect anyway.
Johnson was so good in college. I don't even know what happened to him. He just kind of.
Johnson is just yeah.
So an interesting list. Peter, you went with Nicholas Backstrom. I went with Giroux.
Hell yeah.
And then at number 2, I went with Backstrom. You went with Taves. Number 3, I went with Kessel. You went with Giroux. I'd have Taves Kessel, first, dude. Because of the cups.
Fucking hot dogs.
Number 4, I had Taves. You had Marchand. And number 5, I had Marchand, and you had Kessel. Honorable mentions, I had Lucic and Johnson. You had Varlamov, Stahl. Pretty good.
Honestly, I would have probably had Taves first if Backstrom didn't win the cup last year.
I think Giroux just hasn't.
Giroux is obviously a very good player.
I love Giroux, and I think he's honestly one of the most underrated players in the league.
He is underrated. I'll give you that.
He just has not been, I don't know, the Flyers. I just don't think the Flyers. I don't think there's been anybody he
The
has
Flyers
had
are just
insane
rough,
chemistry
dude.
with, and the Flyers have just not been a good team. So that's
The
why I
Flyers
put
are just
Giroux at number
rough.
1. Backstrom I put at number 2 because I don't think he's a number 1 overall pick, and I say that because he's good at number 2, but he's also been playing with Ovechkin. So
Yeah, I mean, the fact that he manages to find Ovechkin all those times, like through all of these years, no one's really been able to stop that.
That is
that's
pretty
what
insane.
I find most impressive.
I think they have insane chemistry, and you know, when you split them up, it's rough, but you know.
Like, if you look at some of Backstrom's assists to Ovi, it's actually kind of insane.
Taves, Backstrom, Giroux, Marchand, and Kessel. I mean,
So you'd literally just switch Taves and Backstrom from my list.
I think I don't know. I feel like Taves is amazing. Don't get me wrong, he's great, but I don't know. I feel like he's, you know, this has been a thing. He's
had
overrated.
Those couple of off years that were like, eh.
This year though, he has been pretty good though. I'll give him that. I think you know, I think Giroux is better. Yeah, I mean Giroux versus Backstrom is hard, but the cup, right? I mean, the thing
Yeah,
is,
that's why.
like,
I mean,
has Giroux ever had somebody like Ovechkin, like Backstrom has for Ovechkin?
I mean, he has Voracek, I guess.
Who?
Voracek.
Yeah, but Voracek's more of a playmaker, right? He's always kind of been.
I mean, yeah, that's also true.
Like, I don't think.
I mean,
Giroux's much
obviously
of a
he's
goal
not
scorer.
Ovi caliber, but you know, he's still good.
Yeah, yeah. So anyway, that's 2006. A very interesting one. I like that we had like a lot of different opinions on this one.
See,
like,
the thing is, like, I just like Marchand's so good. It's just I fucking hate him.
I hate Marchand too, but
It
I agree
pains
with you.
me.
I actually had 4 extra honorable mentions that didn't go on the list. I had Frelick, Varlamov, Little, and Stahl.
Those are the only 2 I had.
Okay. Number 2007. We both have a lot of honorable mentions. So like, oh well.
Gee, I wonder who's gonna be number 1
Crosby.
in 2007.
Yeah. How long's the stream been going on, guys?
Right,
By the way,
right. I fucked up. Oh shit, I forgot Crosby in 2007.
you guys lost in 6
Oh
games.
no, what did
Feels
I
bad.
do?
Yeah, dude, I can't believe you'd forget that. It's okay, I did too. Hello, welcome to my ASMR stream. So today we're going to suck a lot of fucking asshole.
I feel like I'm definitely gonna get hate for my pick at number 5.
Who's
I
your
don't know.
pick?
Cam might enjoy it.
Dude, my pick was above yours. For that guy, mine was higher than yours.
Wait, really?
Yeah. He's a good defensive
What?
defenseman, dude. You can't even argue that.
And he's more two-way than defensive.
And my Matthew has been live for 37 minutes. Jesus, it feels longer, honestly.
That's honestly not bad. Considering we're on 2007, like, that's honestly not bad.
Yeah, and like, I mean, it is longer than most podcasts, but like, this really isn't.
I mean, it's not going to be that much longer than most podcasts. Like, most are like an hour, right?
Oh
This is
yeah,
gonna be
40
like
minutes an hour,
30
you know.
minutes. It's not
My
that bad.
yeah. Oh no, what's wrong, Tarunist? What's up? Talk to me, bud.
So you're gonna put this up, or you're just gonna sit here with a black screen saying Matthew and Peter?
I have to format it, dude.
God damn it. Tampa won the cup and got the first overall pick. What the shit?
Jesus Christ, are you kidding me, dude? That's
Who
messed
the
up.
fuck did they trade with? Wait, what?
What the fuck? Who did they get it from, dude?
That's insane.
I'm worried about Pete's pick. You should be worried about mine, dude. It's worse than his. All right, here we go. So, there you go. You can see it. We both went with Kane, but then he went with Ben at number 2. I went with Subban at number 2. And then he went with
You know it's
Subban
not
at number
over.
3.
Oh, there it is.
Ben at number 3. And then number 4, you got Voracek. And then I went with McDonough. And then he went... and then in number 5, I
I
went
mean,
with
it's the
Voracek.
same top
And
5.
Yeah, it's literally the same top 5. Just swapped around. I think it's the same as
Did
the
you
price
forget
tag.
Couture?
No, he's in my honorable mentions. It's just there's the longer list.
To
So I went with
be fair, I had JVR too in there.
So I went with Subban over Ben, and you're gonna see a lot of this. I focused on defense a lot. Like I think defense
I mean,
is really important. But you know
I
what?
just went with Ben because he won the Art Ross on the final day of the season.
That's fair. I just went with Subban because he has that good offensive game. Plus, I mean, maybe not this
Yeah,
year,
you
but a
weren't
really
wrong.
solid defensive game. I mean, I don't really know how good
I'm
his
not
game is, but-
biased at all. Why? I'm not biased at all. Obviously, Ryan McDonough deserves to be top 5.
He does. Like honestly, And that's because of his defensive game, dude. He's such a good defensive player, and he can put up
I mean,
solid
he's
points.
great two-way.
And like, I put him over
Definitely.
Voracek for that same, like, I don't know. I don't know. I just don't
No,
think
I'm high on Voracek.
I
I
like
think
Voracek, but
I don't know. He's struggled, I think. Like, he's definitely better than his points suggest.
I think if he was still in Columbus, he wouldn't be as good as he is right now, though.
That's fair.
Because I think Columbus is just not. It wasn't a good fit for him. It wasn't a good fit for Jeff Carter.
I mean, Voracek
5 is fair, yeah.
and Panarin could be fucking dirty, let's be real.
That would be nasty, dude. Honestly. Isn't Voracek Russian as well?
I think he's Czech.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, he is Czech. But that would be nasty. That really would be. I think I would vomit if I seen that combination. Panarin might actually stay in Columbus.
Is fair. Hell yeah.
If we didn't have
Subban
Hedman,
was
he'd
tough
be
too.
like top 7 for Norris. Jeff Carter was a dick.
That's probably true.
Wasn't he traded for and then he like asked for a trade? I don't know why he asked for a
Jeff
trade.
Carter's an interesting man.
Nothing to do with Columbus. Was he just did he just not want to play there? Because that's kind of douchey. Wasn't he in this? Fuck.
Yeah,
Oh,
Jeff
well.
Carter's interesting.
What an asshole. I think he just wanted to play for. I don't know. He's a great player, but okay. So actually, we did have a couple extra honorable mentions. I had Couture, Shattenkirk, Simmons, Dadonov, and Pacioretty. He had been Riemsdyk, Pacioretty, Perron,
I had
and Simmons.
JVR. I had Perron and Simmons. Yeah, I put in Shattenkirk mostly because of St. Louis.
Shattenkirk was good in St. Louis. He was
amazing in St. Louis.
He was solid for a short time in Washington. Injuries have kind of slowed him down.
He wasn't great in Washington, to be fair.
Yeah,
like, he wasn't bad, but he just wasn't good enough.
You got to give props to Washington though. That year that won
wanted
the
to play
Capitals.
with Richards again. Jesus, and then Richards went to shit.
Didn't he fucking wasn't it because he like fucking became a drug addict? Dude, that's sad actually though.
Didn't he? Yeah, I think he was on coke or some shit.
Mm-hmm. No, that was Brendan Dubinsky. Fuck, bro.
I mean,
do you remember that last year?
I mean, Nate Schmidt. For literally the smallest fucking bit of fucking coke you could possibly have.
All right, there we go.
Like, I find that hilarious. He was banned for 20 games due to like a literal like minuscule amount of coke.
That's unfortunate. All right, so number 2008. Yep, 2008.
Number 2008. Dude.
Burger King
What a great
foot
number.
lettuce. All right, sorry about that. By the way, how's the quality of this stream other than the slowness? Is like are the mics fine? Because that's pretty much all that matters.
Are you enjoying it at least?
Yeah. So number 1, we both had Carlson. I'll let you read it out this time, Peter. Why not?
Okay, so we both had Carlson number 1. You had True Daddy number 2. I didn't even have him in my top 5 because I'm a fucking savage. Okay, so you had Holtby at 3. I had Pietrangelo at 3. We both had Stamkos at 4. Then I had Yossi at 5, and you had Pietrangelo at 5.
The mics are great. That's good. I can't tell if you're being sarcastic, but you know.
I don't know. The thing about Doughty is like this season especially.
Please don't trigger me. You
Sorry.
doing okay there, bud? Maybe we should
like,
not show 2008.
The thing about Doughty for me is the fact that he came out and said that his team was shit, and he didn't really take any ownership for it, even though he's been horrible this season.
Yeah, I mean,
and like I don't know. I just don't like that. Like if you're doing bad, like yes, the team's doing bad, but you can't just step away from it. Like you're a part of that. Like,
yeah,
a big part of that.
Yeah,
I'd have Stammer higher. Stamkos was hard for me. I'm gonna be completely honest. Stammer was really hard for me.
Stamkos.
Like at one point, I'm fairly certain I had him at number 2.
Jesus, I think Stamkos is great, but
Holtby has been
for stream quality, like the mics are just like how it's set up. But
I don't know.
like,
I had Pietrangelo high because of since Shattenkirk left, he's filled his role as well as still playing his own role. That's just impressive.
I think I could have. I'd do Carlson, Stamkos, Doughty, Carlson, Pietrangelo. I mean, yeah, I completely forgot to put Carlson in there, but like, I don't know. I felt like
I was really debating on Carlson too.
I feel like I messed up this one completely because like you guys make some good points.
Dude,
That
this
Doughty's
one
just
was
shit.
really hard for me.
Read
Like
the above,
completely
Matt.
honestly, this one took me a while.
Can you type it again? Because I'm reading it on the from the screen because like my laptop will literally fucking break if I change it.
I don't know. Like this year was honestly one of the hardest for me. I'm gonna be completely honest.
That is insane. Yeah, I mean, I think it's just I think I was focusing. I don't know. I like Stamkos, but I feel like after his injury, he
His
hasn't been
injury,
as good.
I just think his injuries killed it for me
Yeah,
personally.
that's
But that's
exactly
just
what I was
me.
thinking. I think I could have put Petrangelo instead of Doughty. I think I really messed this one up because like you guys are making good points that like Doughty's pretty much shit. But no, I'm talking about in the future for triggering for stream quality. Wait.
Like if it gets worse.
Oh, dude, I'm confused. But all right, let's just
I
go
am
to the
too,
next
actually.
draft. Well, I'll read out the honorable mentions for this one, and then we'll move on to 2009. I need to pee,
I
dude.
had Carlson in there. I had Jake Allen in there because when he's on, he's on.
So
I
I
had
put
Lucas Pizza as an honorable mention because
like
like
future rankings.
legend.
Oh, like in this draft, it's in this stream itself. Cause yeah, I think I started fucking doing bad after this.
I don't know.
Honestly,
Honestly, I stand by my picks.
the only one I'd like to change is like I'd like to move a few players around and get rid of Doughty, or maybe probably replace him with John Carlson. Cause honestly, he's insanely good. Time for Hedman or Tavares. Oh well, you're gonna be extremely happy at this one. So
Yeah,
basically,
probably.
our honorable mentions: Jordan Eberle for me. So for me, it was Jordan Eberle, Carlson, Yossi, Stepan,
Oh, the last one?
Henrique, Atkinson, and
Wait,
then
you had Stepan? Hell yeah.
I mean, dude, he's good. I don't know why he wasn't in yours.
Hell yeah. I actually didn't realize he was in that draft, I'm not gonna lie. I'd have him at number one if I did.
I think as a career,
No,
yes.
I'm kidding, but
And then Peter had Doughty, Eberle, Carlson, Allen, Atkinson, and the legend himself, Luca freaking Spiza.
Cam Atkinson has been great considering how late of a pick he was.
Dude, he's such a good player, honestly. Last year he started off so slow, but he ended off with what, like 60 points?
Something like that.
You can't
No,
fucking
he's a good like first line / really good second line.
Yeah, for sure. All right, let's get 2009 rolling. More honorable mentions. I like it. Jesus.
I had a few honorable mentions for this one.
Oh no. Oh no. Is this draft gonna be a bad one? This one actually, I think
franchise left wing first overall. Jesus.
I think the only one I messed up with was
That's unfortunate.
wow.
Stop saying you messed up, you bitch. Stand
Alright,
by your
fuck
picks.
you.
Or don't fucking make the picks.
I
Did you
could
not
just-
even think about your picks, Matt? SME.
No, but I did, and then
I'm literally shaking my head in real life.
no, dude, I did, but then I
No, I'm not,
realized
but-
after looking at yours, like, oh yeah, that's yeah. No, I think my picks are fine. Yeah. All right,
Well, get it up there, boy.
boy. Fucking hated that.
Boy.
I'm gonna show you.
Dude, I'm fucking cold, but I'm too lazy to get my sweatshirt. This is a real struggle.
So they just won the cup, and now they just drafted a left wing franchise.
That's fucking nuts.
EA Sports. Fuck.
We just want Tampa to be good again. We want them to win their cup. It's about time.
Cam, how long have you been a fuck?
I mean, he's from what? Thunder Bay? Or Lightning Bay? It's
Yeah,
Thunder
that's the
Bay,
same
right?
thing.
That's what it's called.
Both have Bay. in
So it makes
instead
sense
of
why he's a
T.
Lightning fan.
All right. So 2009, we pretty much had the same list, just a couple changes. Let's reveal it. There you go.
It's in the game.
It's in the game. Yeah. All right.
I
So
love EA, man.
top two, the same exact thing. Hedman number 1, Tavares number 2. I mean, I don't think I think if you ask 10 people, that's what they're gonna do. It like 9 out of 10, that's what it's gonna be.
Probably. Unless you're fucking Usman. Well, actually, Usman hates Tavares. He might not even not like.
Unless you're a
honestly, for
Toronto
Usman, it's either Tavares is number 1 or he's an honorable mention. Considering Usman, I don't know which one he would do.
Number 3, you went with OEL. I like that choice.
I just think he's really unfortunate to have played for Arizona.
Yeah, no, I
If
definitely
he was on any other team, he would be a fucking star.
when I saw your list, I was like, oh yeah, that probably is why he put OEL number 3. Like if he was in
I
Tampa,
wrote that in my notes. I would hate being stuck in Arizona, especially considering his talent.
it seems like Arizona's really good at getting top players that just suck because they're in Arizona. Let's go. I got a franchise goalie. Nah, even OEL for playing on a bad team like Arizona, a team that has like no support for him, he's doing good. I put Duchesne because like I don't know.
So basically, kind of the same situation. You basically just moved my OEL down to 5 and then moved the other 2 up.
Yeah, and I went with Duchesne at number 3 because I don't know. The thing is, it's like he's kind of got
to switch O'Reilly and Duchesne. Okay.
Yeah, like for me, Duchesne's kind of the same situation as OEL, in which he was kind of stuck in a weird Avalanche.
Well, he was stuck in a place that he didn't want to be.
Yeah, so that also could make him die.
Trade a lot before.
I think he asked like 4 years ago.
Something like that. Like it took them forever to finally trade him. And
yeah. I mean they won the trade, so you know. And Ryan O'Reilly.
Yeah, I mean they did well.
Number 4, I went with O'Reilly. You went with Duchesne. I went with O'Reilly at number 4. His two-way game is just actually so good, and he's producing like super good today. Like he was in Buffalo, I just don't think it was a good fit. I really don't.
True. I mean, he still didn't even play that bad in Buffalo.
Yeah, he played good in Buffalo. I just don't think he had like the point support, you know, because he's putting up points this year. And number 5, we went with Ekman Larson and O'Reilly. So yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure the top 5
because Duchesne has like the skill factor and O'Reilly's just the two-way guy. That's just what went through my head on that one.
All right. I mean, our top 5 has the same players, just pretty much swapped like a lot of these. I'll read out our honorable mentions. So I had Braden Shen, Chris Kreider, Kyle Palmieri, Jacob Silverberg, Tyson Barrie, Sami Vatanen, Anders Lee. You had Evander Kane, Braden Shen, Chris Kreider, Mike Hoffman, Robin Lehner, and Tyson Barrie.
Yep.
Dude, Tyson Barrie, you know Canucks almost got him when they just
really?
They just didn't want to get rid of Ben Hunt. I think it was just when Ben Hunt was drafted or around that time.
Oh my god.
And so
that's unfortunate, dude.
Yeah. Like I like Ben Hunt, but like dude, a Tyson Barrie would be lit, dude.
I mean Hoffman's good. I honestly considered putting Hoffman in the top 5, but I just couldn't warrant it.
I feel like if you put Hoffman in the top 5, it would be a very interesting take. Because I don't know, I feel like the top 5.
Good. The only issue with Hoffman is his beef with Carlson. Like,
oh, the 2017.
That wasn't even him. It was his fucking girlfriend. Like what?
Oh, it wasn't Hutton. It was the 2017 first. Okay, that makes more sense then. I wouldn't want to give up Pettersson. I know in 2016 though we could have gotten PK Subban if we were able to draft Dubois, but then Columbus was being like, "Fuck you."
I don't know. Fair deal. Pettersson for Barrie.
Dude, if Bucks made that trade, I might actually switch fan bases. Dude, did you see my tweet about...
it's not the worst thing you could ever get back for him. Let's be real.
It's not, but like...
I've seen worse mock trades than that.
Dude, honestly...
14.
Honestly, dude, fuck, I don't know what to say. Like, if we had gotten PK Subban, so basically, I believe it was Horvat, another piece, and I think if we got Dubois, but then Columbus drafted Dubois. Canucks were trying O'Reilly this offseason, too. Yikes.
I mean, that's smart. Dude, if the Canucks had O'Reilly...
I feel like he would do exactly what Eriksson did, though.
Impressive.
All right, let me get 2010 up, which actually was a pretty good draft. I feel like it's a little bit underrated. All right, 2010.
Yeah,
here we go.
Top heavy.
You can read it. You got this. Ben wouldn't have done the trade with Bo. No, I swear to God, it was. I mean, it was set in stone until Dubois was drafted, but I might be wrong. Someone needs to make a complete compilation of all of N14's horrible trades. Do it,
dude. I would love that. Genuinely, I'd love that. All right, so Taylor Hall, we both had him number 1.
No shocker there.
Understandable. He's very well. He deserves it.
Yep.
I had Kuznetsov 2nd. You had him 3rd.
Yeah.
You had Sagan 2nd. I had Klingberg 3rd. You had Johansson 4th. That's where I put Sagan. Then you put Klingberg 5th, where I put Cam Fowler.
You can explain your list. It's your turn.
I mean, Kuznetsov, honestly, he's kind of overshadowed by Backstrom and OV, but like last year especially, he proved that he is a very, very good center.
Okay.
Then Klingberg, if he wasn't on a shitty Dallas team, he'd be talked about a lot more.
That's true.
If he wasn't injured at the start of the season, he'd be talked about a lot more. Sagan, he's horseshit. Obviously, we all know this.
That's true.
Sucks. He's fucking horseshit. And I had Cam Fowler at number 5 because he's just a really solid defenseman for the Ducks.
I mean, all reasonable explanations. No, I like your pick. I think I mean,
I can see where yours were. I can see it.
The reason I went with Sagan over Kuznetsov is because he's been more consistent for longer. He's had 70-point seasons consistently.
That's true.
Kuznetsov has been better the past 3 seasons, I feel like, except for the one in between.
Yeah, it's definitely whether or not you're going for consistency over current skill.
I think Kuznetsov.
I just feel like Kuznetsov's really come into his own recently.
No, definitely. I think he just took a little bit.
I just had that.
I went with Ryan Johansson because he's got a solid two-way game and he's pretty good offensively.
I mean, he's a good center.
And Klingberg, honestly, the way I was looking at the list in 2010, I just didn't see him getting higher up. But honestly, he's one of the best offensive defensemen in the game, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean,
was Tarasenko in 2010?
Only
sure was.
Only EK.
He's in our honorable mentions.
Yeah, I mean, Tarasenko, dude. I mean, he fell apart.
He. All right, so let's go over honorable mentions. I have
I'm still high on Taras. I genuinely love the guy, but
he's a great player. Just he needs a change. I think he needs to get out of St. Louis, honestly.
My honorable mentions were Tarasenko, Skinner, and Johansson. So
yeah, mine were Skinner, Mikael Granlund, Cam Fowler, Tarasenko, and Jaden Schwartz. So I mean,
Schwartz is an interesting one. He's been injured a lot. That's pretty much his only problem. Let's be real.
Yeah, yeah. I'd have Tarasenko at number 5. Honestly,
I don't know. It's a tough one.
There's been better players than him, I feel like, in my opinion. Just based, and I think
in my eyes, Fowler's just been more consistent.
Mm-hmm.
He's been consistently good for the Ducks, and Tarasenko, he's been on and off.
Yeah,
for a while.
Since he signed his contract, he just hasn't had that flair, I feel like.
I don't know. I still love the guy. I won't I don't know.
He's like a fucking bear.
I don't know.
You know,
also Russian, so gotta rep my Ruski boy.
All right, let's get to 2011. We both had a ton of our honorable mentions for this one, so we'll get to the honorable mentions later on.
4, 5, I had 7 lit.
I think I had 2 more than you. I think. Don't quote me on that.
Dude, this one was hard because there was a couple of players in my honorable mentions that I really wanted to put in there, but I just couldn't.
I will admit I forgot about John Gibson, but then I saw your list and I was like, oh yeah, because I didn't think he was drafted. in 2010,
he exists.
2011.
I mean, he was a fairly late-ish pick. He was a second rounder, I think, something like that.
It's interesting how Anaheim got so many good Gibson and Frederick Anderson, dude. And they both kind of panned out.
Yeah, Gibson and Fowler back-to-back years too.
Yeah, they've actually done really good in drafting, and yeah, we're down to 3 viewers. Let's go, boys. I'm just messing. All right, 2011. Yeah, pretty actually close list, honestly. Raquel is 2011. Oh yeah, I forgot about him too. Fuck. Whatever.
I didn't. Oh, yeah, I have him in my honorable mentions.
Oh my god, yeah, they drafted Lindholm and Raquel too. Jesus.
Yeah.
Holy shit, dude. That's actually insane. All right, I'll read this one out.
Lindholm was the next year, right? Yeah, he was 2012.
Yeah.
So I remember.
So we both went with Cooch. I mean, that's a no-brainer. The guy's actually insane. Honestly.
Considering he was a second-round pick, my god.
Yeah. Number 2. It was
literally. I'm pretty sure every single team had a chance to draft him, and they just didn't.
Come on, Vancouver, piece of shit.
It's a big yikes for me.
Number 2, I went with Gaudreau, and you went with Gibson. I went with Gaudreau because he's actually insane. And he was a late round pick, just like Kucherov. He was a 4th rounder, I think.
He was a 4th, yeah.
And I can see why you went with Gibson. He's actually so insane as well, especially with
Gibson is
Edmonton being so bad.
very good.
The Oilers struggling. Or fuck, I just said Edmonton
Ducks.
and the Oilers. I meant the Ducks struggling this season.
Mighty Ducks of Anaheim.
I'd do Matthews' list, but switch Landeskog with Gibson, then Landeskog with Huberdeau.
Understandable.
Yeah, I think I underrate. I think
I really wanted to put Huberdeau in mine, but I don't know. I just think I'm higher on Couturier than I am on Huberdeau.
So Landeskog, I'll admit, is a kind of a weird one to put in the top 5, but I think it's just. I mean,
he's good. I just think he's getting carried right now by Rantanen.
Yeah, that's fair. But like, even when he was like, I don't know, even when Rantanen wasn't on the team and he was producing at a 50-point pace, his physical game, I feel like, is a big reason.
Definitely.
Why
I can understand why he's there.
But I do admit that I should have put Gibson at least over Landeskog and Scheifele. But I mean, whatever. I don't give a crap.
Scheifele's a still.
Scheifele's so good
Sick.
though. He's honestly so good. I think I'd also have Couturier over Landeskog. The reason I didn't think of Couturier is, one, I forgot about him, but two,
how dare you?
Couturier, it's taken him a while to develop his game, so I kind of want to.
Yeah, it's taken him a while. That's fair.
Like, he's found it in the past 2 years, but it took him longer than Landeskog, so that's kind of where I decided, okay, let's put Landeskog over him. So
I'm pretty sure. I don't know. Landeskog's like point per game production just kind of threw me off a bit with that.
Mm-hmm. I think Couturier is definitely the better player right now, but it just took him longer to develop, and that's why I have Landeskog over Couturier on this. All right, let's go honorable mentions. So I went with Huberdeau, Zibanejad. You can't Scheifele over Gaudreau. Do not even think about fucking me or adding me. Fuck shit.
Fucking me? What?
I read it wrong.
I don't know, man. They're
Honestly,
both great. That was hard for me too. Like, that was hard. Like, they're both great. I don't know.
I think I went with Gaudreau over is just because he was drafted later and he's much smaller, and he's just like
not even that. I don't know. They're both phenomenal.
Yeah, I think honestly you could go with either one.
The top 4 honestly can go anyway. Let's be real.
Well, except for my top 4, Landeskog's kind of an oddball.
Well, I just skipped Landeskog with Gibson, and then.
Honestly, I feel like it would have been better if I put Huberdeau over Landeskog, but okay. All right, so honorable mentions, I put Huberdeau, Zibanejad, Couturier, Dougie Hamilton, Brandon Saad, Vincent Trocheck, Andre Palat, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. I also put in William Karlsson, and the reason I put in Karlsson is because last year, he it seemed like he I don't know, he obviously like he was one of the players that just kind of hopped on that Vegas Golden Knights new team just exploding, but I think even this year he's done solid. And
I still can't get over that between the legs goal against fucking Jones, dude. I still can't get over that.
Like, he showcased his skill, and even this year, on like
the cockiness he had to pull that off. It's not like they were even winning at that point. Like, oh my.
Yeah, he was nasty last year, and I think even this year, right? He developed his game, and like that's something that's
like, it shows something when someone's that confident to try to even attempt to pull that off in a game. But to actually do it is just ridiculous.
He's also Swedish.
All right, well, I had Zibanejad, Nugent-Hopkins, Huberdeau, obviously. I mean, I was kind of considering putting him in the top 5. Landeskog, Hamilton, Raquel, and Trocheck.
I forgot about Raquel. Don't at me. All right.
He's good. I just don't think he's good enough to get in the top 5.
Yeah. I mean, he's definitely dropped off from his insane year last year, though. But, I mean, he's on a team that's struggling more, too, so it's kind of like, All right, let's move on to... For 2012, I think I'd do Vasi, Forsberg, Riley, Murray, Ghost. Like Ryan Murray.
I totally didn't forget about Ghost. Either way, he wouldn't be in my top 5. He's just struggling a lot.
He's good offensively, but he's not good defensively, in my opinion. And also Ryan Murray. Oh, wait. Oh, Matt Murray. I don't think I even had him on my list. I think I just forgot about him.
I have him as an honorable mention.
Also, he played good when Fleury was there. But after Fleury left, he's been struggling.
Yeah, exactly. After Fleury left, he's been pretty shit.
You meant Matt Murray, not Ryan Murray. I put Ryan Murray in your list.
Oh, what?
Don't worry, I just changed it.
Why would you put Ryan Murray?
Wait, was
he even 2012?
He was, he was, I think he was 3rd overall, or 2nd overall.
I think he was like 4th.
He was 3rd overall, because it went Yakupov, it went Yakupov, Galchenyuk, and then Murray, I believe.
I'm pretty sure he was 4th. He was 2nd? Shit.
I don't think he was second actually, dude. Fuck.
I didn't put True.
Yeah, you're right actually, because Galchenyuk went third overall. Dude, that's fuck, bro. That's unfortunate.
That top 3 is rip.
That's unfortunate, dude. All right, here we go. I'm embarrassed by my number 1. I don't know. So you can read it out this time.
I don't know how I feel about my number 1.
Forsberg definitely is number 1 though. All right, you can read it out.
Morgan Riley, number 1. Okay.
Weird flex, but okay.
Morgan Riley. I had Philip Forsberg.
I'll explain myself, okay? So
Matt had Forsberg. Wait, let me just finish this. So Matt had Philip Forsberg second. I had Vasi. He had Vasi third. I had Teravainen. I had Anderson fourth. I respect that. I had Riley fourth, and then we both had Matt Dumba fifth.
I'll explain why I had Morgan Riley.
Explain Riley.
So
Please.
This year he has shown himself, but that's with an insane team in front of him. But I was looking more at the fact that he managed to develop, even going through all of those shitty years with a shitty Toronto team.
I mean, he still has a shitty line of like defense pair.
Yeah, but like at least he had like Dion Phaneuf, right? But like offensively,
I'm at 5 and
Joffrey
Thiago,
like,
that's fair.
And like
I don't know, I'm high on Teravainen.
Teravainen I thought was kind of weird because like he's not insane, but like
he's still good. I mean,
yeah, he's good. I agree with you. I thought Matt Dumba, like I'm not shocked. We both put him there. He's insanely good. He's very good. So you know,
I had Anderson as an honorable mention.
I put Anderson in there just because he's been pretty good since, you know.
Yeah. I mean, he's had a very good career.
Yeah, I mean, and yeah. I don't know. I think these like the lists are pretty good. How long have we been streaming for? All right, let's go to honorable mentions. Dude, it's been a while.
All right. So I had Hellebuck, Hurdle, Hampus Lindholm, Freddie Anderson, Matt Murray, not Ryan Murray, and Colton Parayko.
Yeah, I mean, I like that. I like that a lot. So here's who I went with: Alex Galchenyuk, Hampus Lindholm, Teuvo Teravainen, Tomas Hertl, Shane Gottsdisbeer, and Connor Hellebuck.
I forgot about Ghost. He would be an honorable mention. He would definitely be an honorable mention for me.
He's a good offensive player. Matthew's been live for 1 hour.
Good. I don't know. He's just struggled a lot. Like his rookie season was by far his best. Like I don't know.
Provorov struggled this year too, though. Let's be honest.
I mean, everyone on Philly struggled. Let's be real.
Yeah, I think Philly's just not a good play. It's just one of those teams that's going to be rough for a few years for young players to develop. But
yeah,
you know what?
I mean, I'm pretty sure they knew what they were doing with that. Like they knew it was coming. Like young players, you just can't count on them.
Yeah,
that much, you know.
They definitely need to retool. All right. 2013. I mean,
hell yeah.
Pretty good draft, honestly.
Yeah.
One of my number 5 might come as a shock. And it's not just based off of what he's done this year, but it's actually.
Is it Horvat?
No, I didn't put Horvat in my top 5. He's an honorable mention, of course, because like he's
he was my
one
first
of my
honorable mention.
Bo Horvat. That's the first one you sent me was Bo Horvat, and you know what? Mac, Barkov, Jones. Who did you put? Monahan and Bo. I didn't really think about.
I had literally that exact same list except for my number 5.
Yeah, same though, actually though, but we're not gonna tell them that yet. All right, so I'm sorry, Tourist. Once I reveal this, you might be a little bit upset, but I'm gonna explain myself immediately. I'm not even gonna go over my list. You can see number 5, I have Elias Lindholm.
You have Lindholm.
And it's not just based off of what he's done this season. He's played great, but I remember reading something recently. And it was the GM of Carolina, and he said he could tell that he was one of their best players. He just wasn't a fit in Carolina.
That's fair.
So I looked at it like that, and I said, okay, he's having a great year this year. And if his GM was saying he was one of the best players in Carolina, like then that's just I don't know. Like I get
that's rising up against you, dude.
I get that it's a weird one, but like
I mean, I can see the argument for Bo over Risto. I don't know. I just think Risto's been good on a really bad Sabres team. And that's what set it apart.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, Horvat's playing on probably a worse Canucks team, though. But, I mean, defensively, Risto's better.
Now.
I think that the GM is just being a professional. But, like, even, like, I don't know. It doesn't seem natural for me to, like, for a GM to like, to make, like, point out something, like, that he was one of the best players when he traded him.
The fact that he says he's one of the best is kind of, you know.
When he traded him, too. Like, that's kind of where it gets kind of interesting for me. Now, like, obviously, he is a weird one to have there, but that's why I put him there, because it's, like...
Controversy.
He's doing great this year, and, you know, in Carolina, who did he have? Fucking Aho. You know?
Yeah, so, Teravainen.
You know?
Teravainen was there for a year while Lindholm was there, right? Was it 1 or 2 years?
What?
Like Lindholm and Teravainen.
I think that was 2 years.
Was that 1 or 2 years?
I think it was 2. Because Teravainen came in 2016 or 17, I think. Like, franchise even. I don't think Aho's franchise, but I definitely think he's an elite player.
He's elite.
Yeah.
I wouldn't go as far as franchise.
Yeah, no. All
Not
right,
yet.
let's go honorable mentions. You can say yours first.
I had Bo, Lindholm, Domi, and Nurse.
Mm-hmm. Those are good picks. I went with Druin, Ristolainen, Horvat, Domi, and Gensel. So, yeah.
What are all the honorable mentions? Just the people that we thought were good, but didn't warrant top 5.
Yeah. Oh, I think he was just asking for, like, who were there this draft. Same thing.
Well,
it's good that you got that over with. The explanation.
Either way, in case anyone was wondering.
No. The honorable mentions aren't ranked.
The honorable mentions aren't like in a.
They're
aren't in a separate.
Yeah,
you know,
they're
just
separate.
Thing.
The way I set up my list was I typed it. I looked down. I typed it in. I got rid of the guys that I put in the top 5, and then it just kind of ended up like that. So we didn't rank the honorable mentions. It's just like that. Don't worry. I wanted you to name them. I love Druin, but Bo is better. Yeah, I quick revived.
Please revive me. I have a ray gun.
All right, let's go 2014.
Odds are they probably knocked themselves with a fucking ray gun. The fact that they took out PhD while the ray gun was still out really upsets me.
Dude, how long have we been fucking... Dude, this has been fun, honestly. Exactly, Peter. This has been a good
I don't know. I can understand having Bo at 5. I don't know. I think Risto kind of stood out on, like, considering how bad the Sabres team was for that period of time, and Risto was still doing pretty well.
Like, as much as I've loved Bo, he's my favorite player on the Canucks and probably my favorite player in general. I agree.
I can definitely see why you would put him there.
Yeah, no. He's insanely good, but I would honestly put Risto above him, which kind of hurts me, but you know, we're not gonna go over that. All right, 2014. Matt, stop getting overwhelmed by the time.
Yeah.
No, I'm just curious because like I feel like it's gonna it's getting boring for you guys.
Anyway, we only have 2 years left.
Yeah. All right, here's 2014. It's an interesting one. Risto is good, but he has his faults and hasn't really progressed since 2016-ish. That's true.
You're not wrong.
I think he's hit his cap, honestly, but yeah.
And he's still good.
Yeah.
Top 4 guy for sure.
So you can read this one out, Pete.
I think probably a number 3.
I think it's
all right. So I had Pasta first. You had Point. You had Pasta second. I had Point. You both had Draisaitl third. You both had Larkin third. Then I had Arvidsson. You had Ehlers.
Mm-hmm. But I'd prefer
fair enough.
Bo. So
3 and 4 were exactly the same, which is interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I think Draisaitl's a little bit better than Larkin, but Larkin's still great. I think the Ehlers and Arvidsson is probably the
thing about Point being first is like he hasn't been good for that long. Pasta's been doing it for longer.
Yeah.
That's what made me put him first.
Yeah,
but
that
I can
makes
understand.
sense. No, definitely. I agree with you. It's the same thing with the Kuznetsov thing, right? Like, I put Sagan over Kuznetsov because he was doing it longer. I get that. You know, I literally did the same thing.
Yeah.
I put Ehlers in there.
I mean, Ehlers is good. I can see why he's there.
Yeah, but like, I think Arvids. I think it's like the same kind of situation. Like
Arvidsson and Ehlers are pretty similar.
yeah.
Let's be real. There's not that much that sets them apart.
Now, the Aaron Ekblad Sam Reinhart thing, the number 1 and 2 in that draft, both are honorable mentions.
Yeah, look at that. I mean, Sam Reinhart's really turned it around recently.
Sam Reinhart, actually, I feel like he's kind of gone unnoticed in the sense that I don't think he's actually had a production drop off since starting in the NHL. I could be wrong on this, but like I'm pretty sure he's gone up slowly each year.
Reinhart?
Yeah.
Definitely. I'm pretty sure. I mean, last year, like the first half of the season was pretty bad, and then he really turned it around the second
I'm pretty
half,
sure he hit 50
really
points.
Impressive.
Ekblad, I just don't think he's been great.
Sure, yeah.
Like he's good, but I don't think he's played to the potential he could be. So
I mean, definitely it definitely hurt.
Yeah, I think Reinhardt could still. I think they could both still get very far, but yeah. I mean, other than that, I do have a couple honorable mentions. You can name yours first. I will name mine afterwards.
I had Shesterkin being a Rangers fan and being excited that we actually have a replacement for Hank. Hopefully he pans out. If he doesn't, I'm just an idiot.
What if he pans out and then like he just doesn't want to come to Canada or the NHL? That would just be.
He only has like a year or two. I think he has one more year on his contract after this one.
Okay.
So I'm pretty sure he said that he wants to come.
Well, that's good then.
And I had Reinhardt, Ehlers, and Ekblad.
Mm-hmm.
So pretty straightforward.
I had Ekblad, Reinhardt, and then my final 3 are kind of interesting. I went with Nylander because this year has been rough for him, but last year he was pretty good, so I thought maybe. I put Nick Ritchie, and this is actually kind of a weird one, but if you look at his production
Nick Ritchie
this year,
is a kind of weird one.
He has about 26
bad.
points or something like that in like 30-something games. So I was like,
I mean, I can see why it'd be an honorable mention.
Yeah, because he's got that like power forward mentality, and he's actually improved his production. I think this is a career high already for him this year. So I was intrigued by that, and I put Arvidsson, obviously.
Yeah. All
right, the final draft.
One of the harder ones.
This was definitely one of the harder ones. Outside of the first 2 picks or first 3 picks for me, it was kind of hard.
Dude, it pained me.
Is Shea Theodore 2014?
Like after looking at this list, like it pains me.
I think I don't remember.
See why.
I think he was 2013, but I don't.
Theodore.
I didn't put Theodore in because I didn't think he was. He hasn't made much of an impact yet.
I would have put him as an honorable mention if I remembered him.
Yeah, honestly, though, but like I wouldn't put him top 5. Not yet, at least. We'd have to see if he actually developed to be,
Give him a couple more years.
Mm-hmm. All right, we're gonna take this one slow. No, I'm just kidding.
We're gonna make this one last an hour. Okay, good.
2-hour special, guys. Sorry, that'd be so stupid. 2-hour stream, bet. All right, get that one in there. Matthew has been live for
2 minutes.
All right. Fuck me. Sorry. We don't care about coarse language. All right.
In case you didn't notice by now, this probably isn't a family-friendly stream.
What the fuck do you mean it's not fucking family-friendly, you fuck? Gets demonetized.
Wow.
Fuck, that scared me.
He just gets immediately demonetized.
Dude, I need to piss. I'm honestly so happy that we're gonna end this stream.
Fishes.
All right, there we go. I think we both made a mistake at Sebastian Aho. But like this draft was really hard, dude. So
I don't believe I fucked up. This was hard though.
So I mean,
it pained me how low I had Eichel, genuinely. But
I'm gonna be honest with you.
I don't know. You spelled bars all wrong, by the way. It's an A instead of an E.
All right, I don't give a shit, to be honest with you. I'm gonna be honest with you. Honestly, the reason I have Eichel number 2 over Rantanen is because Rantanen took a little bit longer. And But like Rantanen's definitely been a much better player.
The only reason Eichel's that low is because of like his injury problems.
Right, he has been injured.
Genuinely,
I was interested at the Barzell one though, because he only had 1 year, right?
I know he only had 1 year, but he proved he's good in that
Yeah.
1 year.
And I mean,
And like this is 2015. It's not like it's that big a time span. So
Yeah.
it's not like you can really go with consistency because it's been like 2 years.
yeah, I went with
Just
Shabbat
most of them
because
are in the league.
he's really stepped up since Carlson got traded. I felt like he's been an important part to Ottawa not completely shitting the bed. Like they still have, sorry, excuse me, they still have, but like he's been a bright spot. And Mitch Marner, I mean, come on, that's a given.
He's been good.
Yeah, he's like I feel like if he wasn't there, Tavares would probably be under point per game.
I mean, Rantanen, you could also argue, is benefiting from having McKinnon. But
I
the
mean,
fact that he's outscoring McKinnon right now,
yeah,
you know,
he's the thing that interests me is actually he has like a ton of assists, so he's actually setting them up, right? Like,
yeah. I mean, he's
so
the
you could
setup
argue
guy.
that McKinnon and Landeskog are getting points from Rantanen, which is interesting
I mean, the
because
thing is, definitely Landeskog. Honestly, I genuinely feel like Landeskog's just benefiting from that line, and if he was on another line,
if Landeskog wasn't on that line, he'd be a 40 to 50 point guy,
yeah, pretty much.
which isn't bad. Helping each other
It's
out.
not bad,
I mean, we gotta help each other out.
that's why it wasn't in my top.
Yeah, I think I just put him in because like he's solid. He's solid offensively and his physical he's
His
just
physical
physically
game
strong.
is pretty impressive.
Yeah, yeah. Landy's board game helps or board play helps.
Definitely.
So.
They do complement each other really well.
To
To be fair to them,
they wouldn't be doing as good if they didn't have that chemistry, and I think they do. So that's pretty much like
I mean, it's basically Ben Sagan, Radulov, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's the same kind of thing. Like they just have that one scoring line, and then after that, it's just like, whoa, what is?
Let's actually talk about that. Who's the better off team? If these top lines didn't exist for these teams, outside of those top lines, which team would be better?
I'd say Colorado, but not by much.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I think Dallas is just like
Neither team has depth scoring.
mhm. Yeah, I mean that's it. Let's go through the honorable mentions real quick. You can go with yours. I know I'll say
Alright.
mine.
Remember, these aren't in order, but if
Yeah.
they were, I mean, Aho would be first, right?
Yeah.
But I had
Aho-
Garland in there because he's come in and done really well for the Coyotes. Wierenski, Chapot, Besser, Hannafin, Blackwood, and Connor.
Pretty good list. I went with Noah Hannafin, Provorov, Werenski, Mier because he's done insane this year, Barzell, Connor, Besser, Konechny, and Sebastian Aho. So yeah, I mean, overall, I think our lists were pretty even. Like we
I don't
both
think they
kind
were
of,
bad.
yeah, I think we did good, and I think we had
I mean,
like a lot of the same opinions.
The only one I have a problem with is the Elias Lindholm one.
Okay, but I felt like I had a good reason to put like for.
I mean,
for-
I guess.
But like I do agree with you guys. I feel
Other
like
than that, I can see where your lists are coming from. You know what I mean?
yeah. And I think we did good like listening to each other's opinions on why everyone was going where. And that was actually pretty fun. Not gonna
I
lie.
genuinely started laughing when I saw Lindholm on that list, and I kind of feel bad about it.
No, man, like I get it because like honestly, thinking about it, he does not deserve like to be a top 5. But I was just thinking like based off of my reasoning, like I don't know, at least honorable mention, a top
I
honorable
mean,
mention.
he definitely was kind of killed in Carolina, to be fair.
Yeah, I don't think there was much support for him, and it
Same
just
with
wasn't a good
Rask,
fit.
honestly. I think Rask could have had a better career if he wasn't in Carolina.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if he can have a good career in Minnesota,
he's
but I
done
don't think so because
fairly
he's
well
behind.
for Minnesota.
He'll be behind like There's Stahl, there's Koivu, there's
Stahl and Coyle.
Coyle, Groundland.
Coyle's more of a winger now.
Yeah,
And so
but,
is
like,
Granlund.
Yeah, I mean that helps, but like still like I
I mean, Rask is. I mean, he's a capable third line center. Let's be real.
yeah, for sure.
The fact that is he still goal per game for Carolina?
I don't think so.
No, I mean he was. Let me see. I need to check this.
What a bad trade though for Carolina, or sorry for Minnesota, because Nino Niederreiter's a solid
I
player.
don't know, man.
If
I mean, Rask is solid.
Yeah, for sure.
Like I definitely the Kings definitely won, but I don't think it was like a terrible deal.
Yeah, you're right. I agree with you. Sorry.
All right, where's Nino at?
Yo, Couturier's done so much better than I thought. This year he has 43 points in 50 games. Jesus.
Wait, where is Nino at?
Nino Niederreiter. That's a great name, dude. All right, let me find
Let's
that
see.
too. Carolina.
He has 5 goals in 6 games.
Jesus.
He did have 5 and 5.
I'm sorry, Tarunist.
He has no assists though, which I find really interesting. 5 goals, no assists in 6 games.
Interesting.
But I mean, can't really complain about that.
Yeah. If he's getting you points, he's getting you points. You can't, you know?
Especially if they're goals. Like,
yeah.
Can't really go wrong with a goal scorer.
Yeah.
I mean, I've always been high on Nino.
Nino.
So, you know.
The Islanders just fucked him over, though, early on in his career. I think that early move to Minnesota definitely saved it for him.
I don't even know. Like, the Minnesota move didn't even really work out that well for him after the first couple of seasons.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it's interesting. I don't think he's the type of... I don't know.
He just struggled with the emergence of Granlund being a winger and everything.
It'll be interesting. I think...
tough to adapt.
Yeah. I think, yeah. Alright, well, I think that's where we'll end the stream podcast thing, the streamcast pod stream. Fucking Tide Pods.
Tide Pods. Remember, kids, go get your Tide Pods.
You gotta eat Tide Pods if you get the chance.
Also, remember, subscribe to PewDiePie. If you're not subscribed to PewDiePie,
if you don't sub to PewDiePie, you should honestly just go, like, delete your YouTube. There's no point of you being on that fucking...
Unsubscribe from T-Series if you subscribe to them. I don't know why you are.
If you're subscribed to
T-Series,
you're fucking stupid.
I know you're out there.
Yeah.
I will find you.
We're gonna harass you.
Make you. I will make you unfollow, unsub.
Make you listen to my ass.
T-Series.
Sorry.
God damn it, stop.
I'm sorry. All right.
Makes me so uncomfortable.
All right. We'll see you later, stream. That was pretty fun.
These guys. I hope you don't kill us for our rankings. I don't think they were that bad.
I thought they were actually pretty well made. We'll be back next week. Go follow our Twitter.
I definitely thought about mine.
Hold on, let's
I don't know how long Matt thought about his, but I know I thought about mine.
I thought about mine pretty well. I think yeah. Hold on, we're just gonna put our Twitter on the screen real quick.
A few genuinely pained me. Not gonna lie.
Of mine?
Like a few hurt. Like this one. Like the Eichel thing at 4. Like that hurts.
To have him at number 4.
I still like Eichel a lot.
Yeah, well, go follow us on Twitter at HockeyPeepcast, and we'll tweet out when we're going live. And
I mean, it's pretty much gonna be the same time every week, right?
Yeah, pretty much. It's looking like it's gonna be Sundays on at
We might make it earlier eventually.
Yeah, it all depends on like what our day is looking like, and
we were originally gonna do yesterday.
Yeah, and then Peter fell asleep.
Shit happened.
Yeah. But yeah, we'll tweet out when we're going live on that day. We'll probably tweet out like what the topic is, so you guys won't know until that day.
Wow, crazy.
It's a little bit of a mystery,
it's
but
secret.
It probably won't be hard for you to know because like the only people that will probably be listening to this are the people that know.
Yeah.
But yeah, so thanks for coming out and watching us make horrible decisions. Nah, pretty solid actually. If you're on YouTube, I mean, if you liked it, you can like it.
Like, wow.
If you wanna, stay up to track with all of our
So what is the topic? I don't know. It's
that's a
mystery,
secret,
dude.
Oh, you are an insider. All right, sorry.
I'm an insider confirmed.
If you're watching this on YouTube, if you want to watch more of these, and you don't want to have to search it up, just you can click that subscribe button, have notifications on. once I get money, I'm gonna.
To be fair, if they've been watching this for an hour and 30 minutes, they kind of deserve to know what next episode is going to be.
Yeah. Okay, we'll just tell you guys. So basically, we're choosing our favorite player from each NHL team. That one will probably be a little bit quicker than this one because we're only one player from each team. Yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching. Tarunas, you're a legend for staying in the stream for that long. Like, actually,
I'm assuming Cam is probably still working somewhere. Too.
probably. I feel like he's playing like NHL franchise mode and just kind of listening to us, which is what that's the perfect. There we go, podcast.
That's literally what a podcast is.
There we go, podcast. But yeah, if you stayed for the entire hour and a half, you're a fucking legend. And we'll be back next week. Thanks, guys.